Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing? Droopy Diesel, good to see you, man. Right now, I'll set the hobo car. You'll see this in action. Watch right there. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Brock Rail fan, Brock Rail fan, how's it going? Hey, Ethan, how's it going? Guys, please feel free to ask any questions you may have on the layout. It can be about the rolling stock, the accessories, locomotives, whole 9 yards. Please feel free to ask any questions you may have on the layout. Hey, Drew Diesel, how's it going? And yes, that is a little carnival scene I have. The merry-go-round and the Ferris wheel, as well as the trolley and the fireman seat and everything. That's my carnival scene. Steve, thank you so much. The carousel came from a vacation in New York, and the Ferris wheel actually came from Kmart. It's been in my family for about 20-some years, maybe even longer. It still says Kmart in the battery compartment. I think it takes like 6 Cs to power it. I'll turn that on in a second. As you can see, I've got the fire truck in there with the firefighter and the kids playing. A little kid getting a balloon from the carnival guy with the cotton candy. And of course, the Ferris wheel and the merry-go-round. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Put the camera a little bit where you can see the plane. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. Yes, a lot of action in a small space is right. What I'll do next for you all is fire up the gas station. You're going to see the car come out, get some gas. A little steam whistle. Thanks, Steve. Yes, I love the dual trolleys as well. Give you a little history on both of those trolleys. The yellow one with the gray roof was purchased in 1996. That's about as old as I am. And of course, the North Pole Central trolley I just purchased at Christmas. All right, the car will go back in. The West Harbor Rail fan, how's it going? Welcome aboard. Like all of you who are just now joining the stream, we've got the carnival scene going. Airplanes going, the trolleys are going, everything's going tonight. So if you have questions about the layout, like the locomotives, rolling stock, accessories, or any of that, please feel free to ask. You can see right in there we get the track crew working as well. And we also have the switch tower. And the train's going over the insulated block. Thanks, Drew B. Diesel. Yes, that steam locomotive you see on the center loop is about 70 years old. It was recently rebuilt in 2020, and it's still running good as gold. Oh, thanks, Steve. Yeah, the log loads in the flat car. Yes, sir. I'm working on this. The West Harbor Rail fan. Yeah, I just saw your reading up there. You're doing HO scale. I do HO as well. This O-gauge layout, I'll give you a little history on the layout. It was built by my parents in 1999. I was 3 years old at the time. And it's a 5 foot by 9 foot layout with 2 loops of track and a couple of accessory tracks for trolleys and for the trolleys, and of course many other accessories in this small space. I've been playing with it for a long time. From 2010 to 2020, I was not active in model railroading as much. Then in 2020, I said to myself, it's time to get back in it. Then I was getting things repaired, relearning what the layout was about, on how it all worked. And the power source for it is that big transformer right there, the ZW. It's big and it's heavy. It's one of the older ones from 1950. So I've been playing with it really good now for almost 2 years, and it's great to be back into the hobby. So, oh yeah. Oh wow, the HO and G gauge. Wow, I do have a little bit of G scale underneath, and I do a lot of HO. I love doing HO. If you have any questions about the other locomotives I have up here, or any of the freight cars, let me know. Steve, yes, I plan to use those, but to give you a little history on those, the Forest Service car, I put trucks on there in 20 and found a piece of crepe myrtle off of a crepe myrtle tree at my house and was able to disinfect it with some bleach. Awesome fact, West Harbor Rail fan. That's awesome. And I do run those cars, Steve. It's just that log on the Forest Service car is really heavy on that train. But the Lionel Corporation car runs with ease. Droopy Diesel, I have a small N-scale loop. If glad you brought this up for the ones of you who have followed me a little bit on my N-scale journey. That has actually been the newest gauge. More on that coming up in the upcoming videos. In a minute, I'll stop that steam engine and I'll be putting some smoke fluid in it. Awesome facts there, my friend. Oh, wow. That's a great plan, my friend. Finish one gauge, then start with some O gauge. That's awesome, man. Good luck to you. Okay, guys, give me just a second. I'm going to top the smoke fluid off in the steam engine. And I'll be right back to answer comments in just a second. Eight-Bit General, hey, how's it going?
Moscow.
Awesome. I'm glad you do a specific time period. That's awesome, man. Please tell me more about it. Thanks, Steve. Yes, that is the U.S. Mail, the Railway Post Office. That car was purchased in 2020. Oh, that's awesome, man. I slowed the Milwaukee down so y'all can look at all the cars on the train. Nice. That's awesome, man. Keep up the fine work on it. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. I recently brought back the Pier 6 Hopper. That's the second car from the head. That's MTA Trail King. And that car is based off of a real-life model. Standard Gauge Railroader, what's happening? How's it going? Now, 1 second, I'm going to move the camera again. In a second, I'll reset the hobo car, and I will demonstrate for the ones of you who are just now joining us. That's the Jade Green car on the head. Hobo got in. Got the banjo signal running. We have the traditional one running. We got both trolleys running. Whoop, my apologies. Just trying to turn the camera there for a second. What I'll do now is I'll go ahead and dim the lights, and we'll get a little night action. Joyce Hadley, how's it going? How's it going? Eight-Bit General, please refer to the layout on this video. If you would like to ask a question like that, please go to my January Q&A prompt where you can ask questions about the real-life trains. And my January Q&A prompt is on my channel. Oh, oh, I know what you're referring to, Gus. Thanks, Troopy Diesel. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is one of my very favorite scenes of actually running the trains. Hey, Otis, how's it going? If you have any questions about the layout, guys, please ask them. I'm open to answer any questions about the layout, whether it's the locomotives, the cars, whatever. And Gus, thank you so much. And Droopy Diesel, the answer is no. Gus, to answer your question, it's a 5 foot by 9 foot, built by my parents in 1999, and it's been a part of our family for 22 years, and I love playing with this every day. I'll turn the lights back over you. See the layout a little bit. As you see, all the track down here is Lionel tubular track. That was produced in the 90s. I call it the good track. So, but this is one of my very favorite pieces. So, Ethan, please be more specific. Are you talking about O gauge, or are you talking about Trainman 1993? What's up, man? And Gus, also on the 4x8 display. Had to stop the Milwaukee a second. Good to see you on here, Matt. I mostly just run these two engines, and plus I've got a backup engine as well as a few other operating accessories. Thanks, man. I appreciate the kind words, bud. Now, the whistle that I'm blowing is actually a whistle shed. Ethan, please don't ask that question again. Thank you. And I was just wiping the track down with just a little bit of alcohol and just a rag. So, and thank you, Ethan, for the comment. That's right, Matt. Nothing can beat Lionel, period. This has been great, guys. This has been great. Trains are continuing to run, so if you have any more questions, please ask. Or you can sit back and enjoy the show. Yes, sir. You're welcome. All right, I've actually silenced some of the other stuff, and we'll let the Milwaukee run for a little bit as we end out this stream. Thanks, Matt. Yes, I was actually able to fix that because the contact was warped. It was bent down instead of level. So I cut a small little square piece of plywood, painted it black, threw it in the furnace room for a few minutes to let it give it a nice good old heat blast. Threw it right under there. Boom! It was fixed. So I saved money on a contactor, and I was able to use something I had at the house. It took me 15 minutes, and I was able to get it fixed. Oh, that's awesome, Otis. That's awesome. In just a second, I'll stop the Milwaukee and let you listen to some of its sounds. Well, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this live stream. It has been a good one. I've got to say, this has been actually one of the most popular. And thank you, Matt, for those kind words about that that Milwaukee. That is actually a Jeep 9. It's a Jeep 9. Rail Sounds 2.5, Trainmaster Command Control. And I know I did a... for the ones of you who are just now learning about O-Gates Railroad, this is Lionel's first real good system. Trainmaster Command Control debuted in 1995, so it was 26 years ago. And Lionel did a wonderful job with it, and that's what that engine has. Everything in it is original. Everything in it is original. The board is still original. The motor is still original. The configuration is original. Most everything mechanically in that locomotive is original. I run it Long Hood 4 just because it's the way they were meant to run. So that's my pride and joy. That's my first diesel locomotive that I ever played with. And that's the locomotive I learned how to use, TMCC. So, yeah, but this has been great, guys. This has been wonderful. And Gus and everyone, thank you all for tuning in tonight. I greatly appreciate your attendance is greatly appreciated. And just remember, guys, smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. I got a lot of stuff getting ready to come out, and as well as more live streams coming up. The next episode of Model Railroad Mondays is going to be on February the 7th. I'm looking at a 7 p.m. start time. So if you have questions about anything that is related to Model Railroad in general, and it can even be about the layout as well, please ask it. I'll run that stream for a while like I did the last time. So that's going to be great there. That is going to be great there. So anyway, guys, that concludes the live stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is really awesome. Glad to see a lot of you are on tonight. So I will be doing more of these. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I thank you all so much for watching.